All right. It's Tuesday, almost 9 o'clock. Sorry for everybody that goes to bed early, but it just kind of is what it is. Here I am. I am in my trailer, and it's a little bit nicer than the trailer I had originally on Street Outlaws, but a little nicer. It's from Phil's. It's pretty sweet. It's got some cool lighting going on here. I got this ugly yellow car behind me. I am on location right now. Like, I am on a street, just chilling, ready to make some hits. So I took the time out of that to do this lovely digital discussion. We don't call it a podcast. We don't call it a live stream. Don't want to be copying anybody. So it's a digital discussion is what we're having right now. And I've got a special guest. Dave Comstock, are you there? Hey.
I'm here.
What's up, buddy?
What street are you on? What location you at, boy?
Man, I can't tell you that. The fuzz be watching my live feed. I mean, my digital discussions. I can't be telling you that.
Yeah.
Don't roll up on me.
No,
man.
I'd roll up on you if you tell me where you were.
It's going to be a drive. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be a drive for you. You might as well start driving now. Can you do this and drive at the same time?
I probably could, but I feel like I've made that trip more than once.
Yeah, man. Y'all been coming down here for what, since 2005, 4, somewhere in there?
Four-ish.
Look, I got to tell you, whenever I cross that Red River into Oklahoma, it just immediately smells like
Feels
shit.
like home, don't it?
It smells like shit.
It feels like
something
home,
about
Bruce,
it. I don't know. I think it's the WinStar Casino and all the stuff that goes on up there. Maybe that's it.
I think it's that first establishment on your side of the Red River on the right-hand side.
Oh, the XXX video store. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, that's a trucker's.
Yeah, that's probably that's his
delight. That place is packed. So with truckers, they love it.
And you wonder why it smells like shit right there.
Yeah, all right. You might be right. You know what? You're probably right. That might be what it is. I don't mind Oklahoma. Yeah. I don't mind it. It's a nice place. But look, man, why? Let's see. First of all, we've already had you on here once. And by the way, it was a great show. I believe it was in the dead of winter. My shop was so cold, I had to do it from inside the house. But look, man, it is great to have you back. It's always a pleasure to just talk with you and talk racing and talk all the wonderful things that we do right now in our crazy lives. You know what I mean? So it's always a pleasure to have you, man. You got a lot of fans on here, dude. I'm already reading the comments like, these people love you, dude. They love you. I don't know why. I fucking hate you. I'm kidding.
You better quit. We've been there once before. Let's not go back.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. PRI. Shit. Yeah, let's not go back. But no, man. Look, I've been watching a little bit of TV here and there when I have time, and rumor has it that there's a new show that's on right now called America's List. Are you partaking in this show?
I am. And we had to, yes, we know the top 10 list got stale, per se. So Chief decided to spice it up, and us 10 had to run off for 5 spots to go on to the new show. And that's exactly what we did in Scottsbluff, Nebraska. I even hate saying that name. But yes, I did make it on the show. I think Ryan finished top, and then me and Justin were tied for second. And then I think it was Sean and then Chuck, or vice versa. So us 5 went on to the top 20 list.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. So that is, if you had to tell me to pick who the 5 guys that would go from the list, I mean, I feel like all the pieces pretty much fell into place for that deal. You know what I mean? Like, the guys that were supposed to go went. You know, and aside from maybe Jeff Lutz, or Monza, those guys, it depending on the day, could have taken the spot, that last spot or two. But I feel like it kind of fell maybe where it was supposed to. I don't know. What do you think?
Yes and no. The biggest and most impressive performance out of all 10 of us, I promise you, was Dominator. That guy he made leaps and bounds with his car. He was hauling ass. And, I didn't give him that one race that he beat me on. He earned it. Like, he took it in his car. He figured it out. He busted his ass. He was working harder than any of us, and he was out testing, and he was doing all the right stuff and making all the right moves. He just got a few bad draws.
Yeah.
Me being 3 of them.
Yeah, that's tough, man. He had to race you 3 times?
Yep.
Yikes.
And Ryan.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough to come back from, man. You and Ryan. And so help me out. How did they actually decide? Was it like who had the best record at the end of the race off, or how did that work?
So it was 5 nights. We each had to race twice a night. So whoever had the best win records at the end of the 5 nights, that's who they took.
Okay, makes sense. All right.
Yep.
So it's like basically like a I don't want to call it a round robin tournament, but almost like you're racing the same guys, and the guys that have the best record would move on. That makes sense. Okay,
yeah.
So that set the stage for America's List. That pretty much was your guys' 5 spots that went on to race the other, 20 total cars? Is it 20 total, right?
15.
So,
yep.
So 15 other of the fastest cars, right? So do you know how they figured out like what other states got to come and who from those states came to race y'all? How they figured it out?
I didn't. I have no idea how the other 15 come about. I guess I never asked. I just assumed that it was people that had been there before, people that street race, people that have won something or done something. And America's just asked for that. Like, how come you don't race JJ? Even though we've raced Memphis 3 times and kicked their teeth in 3 times. Everybody still wants to see us race them. And NOLA, same. Kai Kelly's kicked our teeth in a few times. Me and him go back and forth. And Scott Taylor and all them, you can't leave those guys out. Probably Larry Roach was the biggest surprise. I've never seen that man on the street. And it was a shocker, to say the least. But other than that, I don't know. Like, I don't know how they determined who the other 15 was going to be.
Yeah. Okay. But the point is, I mean, from what I can see, it really was the fastest 20 guys that showed up from what I could see. So it's not like there was any ducks that showed up. All the cars that were there are cars that are fast, that are cars that have been down streets very fast. I mean, I feel like, any one of those cars could be at the top of that list at the end of this season. So I think they did a great job picking the cars. You know what I mean?
100%. But, I mean, you can ask America, and there's going to be 50 other people out there that'll be like, well, they should have picked me because I know I'm faster, but are you?
Yeah, I just installed my RV cam. I'm ready, man. I'm ready to go. I should have been there. I know. I hear it all the time, man.
You get it.
Yeah, I hear it all the time. But so, all right. So America's List, that's the new show. You know what? It from what I saw, it looks like an awesome idea. The logic behind it is really cool. Everybody, like you said, everybody's been saying, well, if NOLA raced this person, or if NOLA was there, if Memphis was there, well, here you go. Like Memphis, Texas, NOLA, Oklahoma City. I mean, y'all are all there now. And it's like a damn, I don't want to call it, the Catalina wine mixer of list racing, but it is, because it's like a giant list of just badasses that are getting down every single night. So I think it's cool, man. But from what I have seen, there's some weird stuff.
We miss you, Boosted.
Yeah, I know. I miss y'all too, man. I didn't. Yeah. Oh, loyal Boosted, right? I didn't get to stay. I didn't get to stay in Nebraska and do the race off with you guys. Unfortunately, I had to come back home. Had the job thing, had the kiddo, stuff like that, man. I wish I could have, but I just couldn't. And but it is what it is. It's not a big deal. Y'all still, y'all took the fastest 5 guys. I don't know if we would have done well anyways. But anyways, like I was saying, it seems like this show has some weird, I don't want to call it weird, but some things that are different and not how we normally race. You know what I mean? So maybe you can touch more on that.
Are we talking about the chase as a race and you can cross center as long as you're behind your opponent? What else was there? There was some good ones in there.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, dude. It's kind of weird.
And it's okay. It's okay as long as everybody knows the rules when it starts. Everybody has to play by them. Everybody has to agree to them. And as long as everybody does that, then it is what it is. In our OG show, things have changed on the fly.
Yeah.
But this one is, everything, it's Memphis's rules, it's Texas rules, it's OKC rules, and they're all mixed together. And it works out good. Do I like some of them? Absolutely not. I'm not a fan of some of them, because to find out who is actually faster, y'all need to take the light together and go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not a hustle. I don't like the hustle. There's a place for it. I guess street is the place for it. I just don't like it. I like to see who is faster.
Yeah, man. I never try to knock on JJ's style of racing. That's his own thing that he does, and he's very successful with it. But me personally, like, if I had to choose between an arm drop where Chase is a race and you can drive in someone else's lane and not be DQ'd or anything like that, or go off a light and if you leave early you lose, like, I think I'd rather race the way that I feel like drag racing was founded upon. Maybe, I don't know, maybe that's going too far, but I feel like the way with, you leave first, you lose is what drag racing was built on, right? Because we're trying to see whose car is faster. We want to see who has the better skill on the tree and can leave on green or when the light's on or when the arms drop, whatever. You know what I mean? And if you're jumping and leaving 2/10 earlier, well, then we're really not seeing who the fastest car is. We're now hustling people. And like you said, the hustle gets there's a place for it. And I just don't know. I'm kind of with you on that. But anyways, so yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah. I ain't knocking his game at all. Like, he does it and it works for him and it works for a lot of other people. But are you really faster if you win?
I think you're a better hustler, right?
Yep.
So I guess there's a couple ways of looking at it. Either you make the money or you don't, right? Any way to get the money, any way to get the win, you do it. But
yep.
That's one way to look at it. So with that comes inherently there is games that are played, right? So I suspect there were games being played while filming this. Any of them that pop out or anything you want to talk about as far as that goes?
As far as the whole call out thing?
Yeah.
No, there was a lot of games and people are just, I don't know, what was it last night, first or second episode of that? Second one, I guess it was. People are going to see a lot of games played, and by people that you would never suspect of doing such a thing, because those are the people that sit in the back and are saying, man, that's bullshit. I would never do this. Well, yeah, you will, and you do. I promise you, you do. Yeah. We've been playing this game for, 8 years now, like the whole list thing. And even before the show, we did the list thing. So we got a small head start on the games that can be played and how they're played and what to do and what not to do. But I promise you, by the end of this new show, you're going to see people that, it'll blow your mind, the games that are played and the things that people do when they say, I would never do that. Well, yeah, you will. And you did. So it's fun. Yeah. We thought we knew all the games and all the little things you could do, but the 405 learned from them people that said they would never do it. you know, because they come up with their own thing, and I'm like, oh my God, why didn't we think of that? Why didn't we do that back in OKC? You know, and I'm sure a lot of us have took some of that stuff and we'll bring it back to the 405 show.
Yeah, I guess it sounds like I need to catch up and watch some of the episodes to get my list call out hustle on. You know, only thing I did, only play I had in my playbook was to go past the finish line and keep driving into town and just drive around town for a couple hours because someone was trying to call me out. I think it was you. Yeah, that's right.
It was me.
You know what? When you bring a street car, you gotta treat it like a street car, and that's just what I was going for a drive, man. I loved Seminole, Oklahoma. It's got a cool Sonic. I think I did go to Sonic. I parked and ordered some food, and then the producers were definitely mad and cussing at me, wondering where the GoPros were at.
Yes.
You know.
And you didn't watch last night's episode. They actually touched base on that last night on the episode.
Really? What'd they say? Were they just like, hey, when you start doing that, just keep on driving?
Well, they actually showed Tina and you racing in Tina's Colorado. Like the whole Sonoma and Tina's truck, I guess they got mixed up. Production. Yeah. That's all right. We'll forgive you on that one.
Whatever.
But they showed you racing Tina. But at the end, they showed me in the Sonoma waiting for you to come back, and you didn't come back. And I went and jumped in the white truck and chased you around. Yeah, they touched base on it last night.
Oh shit, that's funny. That was good times, man. You were a little upset with me that night. You were a little mad. You were a little upset.
Maybe.
Yeah. Well,
maybe.
Look, man. So my point is, you're used to it though. Like you're used to the games and the stuff you got to play. Because let's all face it, like all these people can sit in the comments and be like, oh, they shouldn't play games. They should be straight up. Like, okay, it doesn't work that way, right? You want to race up. You never want to race down, right? So if you can avoid being called out, you do whatever you can so you can keep racing up. It's not a hard logic to follow here. So, you know, I get it. What else, man? Like what else has kind of, you know, rubbed you the wrong way? I don't want to say, man, not rubbed you the wrong way, but just been kind of weird. Been a little different with this whole show.
I don't know if anything's really. I take a lot in. I don't talk a lot. I take a lot in. I sit back and watch people and what they do and how they do it and what they say and who they talk to and, you know, who the cliques are here and there. I sit back and I take a lot of that in, and I take all that into consideration when it's time to race that person or that team or whatever. I don't know. Like, nothing really rubbed me wrong. I got surprised.
We lost Dave. Damn it. Dave is gone. Dave has departed the video. So, while we wait for Dave to come back, I have great news. I have actually got this pile of junk behind me running. It runs.
No, it fucking the whole grid.
Oh, you're back. You're back.
Am I?
Yeah, you're gone. You left us for a while.
We got storms up here, so it just power surge, like it just killed everything in the house.
Oh, well, welcome back. What were you saying? I don't even remember what you were talking about. You're talking about you're talking about kind of weird stuff that's happening up there. Like you don't say much, and then we lost you.
Yeah, I just step back and watch things and listen to people and see what the little clicks are here and there, and I just take a lot in, and then I work off of that. But nothing really rubbed me wrong, I guess. A lot of surprises in the games and all the other stuff that went on. But we're all there to race and find out who's fastest. So,
well, good, man.
Something rubbed you wrong?
Glad
Something you need to talk about?
No, I haven't really been able to watch much of the show. Now, I did, you know, for those that watch Mega Cash Days, they know that James Finney was in my car, and we struggled in Mega Cash Days. And I'll be honest, like the struggles continued because America's List was filmed on the same road as Mega Cash Days, right? So we continue to struggle there. But, I got to tell you, like, the people that, I've been getting blasted, whatever, on Facebook, and it's fine. I'm used to it. But, like, for the guys that say, or the people that say, my orange car slow, doesn't run, like, maybe y'all haven't seen when we were racing in Oklahoma. We were door to door with Jeff Lutz, who is one of the faster cars on the list, right? So you can't really say it's slow and that it doesn't work. There was some stuff that was between Oklahoma and Nebraska, kind of got a little broke, and we found it. We finally found it, and I can tell you that the car works much better now. So, but I think last week, Chief had some things to say. It wasn't exactly nice to myself and Finney, and that's fine. Like, I think he said something along the lines of, the Oklahoma list wouldn't have even brought that car, so why is it here? And it's like, all right, that's cool. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're not. I can tell you on Okima, where we normally race our list races, like, there's not a car that really scares me on that road. I really feel like my orange car could run with them on any of them. So Nebraska was a different story, and that's fine. We just had to get our shit together, and we do. But anyways, it is what it is. Chief, me and Chief are still friends, and he had to say what he had to say. Some of it was true, and some of it was a little overboard. But that's all good. Finney's a good guy. Finney has a super fast car now. For those that have seen it, one thing I do want to talk to you about, Dave. How do you feel about some of the cars that are trying to fit these 36-inch tires and the real big, tall tires in the back, and are doing whatever's necessary to make them fit? Like, how do you feel about that?
I don't like it at all. I did it. I put a 36 under my car, but it looks classy. Birdman's car right now looks horrible. I don't know why he even went that route. And Mike Murillo's another one. There's a bunch of them out there that have done it, and I get it. The 36 is an amazing tire, and everybody wants it. A lot of people can't fit it on their car, and yes, they are cutting the shit out of the body and modifying it. It looks horrible. But at the end of the day, they have to drive them, and in some places, it'll rule them out of a lot of races because the whole stock comparing went right out the window. So my car still looks like a 63 Chevy 2, and I got a 36-inch tire up under it. But I did it with class. Is that bad to say? Is that horrible?
No, dude, your car, like, let's be honest. Your car looked kind of like a 4x4 Nova for a while, and now it looks great. Like, first of all, tell me who got it looking like, dude, it is like slammed down to the ground. Okay, yeah, I got you. I'm picking up what you're throwing down. Nice shirt. So,
yeah, thanks,
Dave, the guy on Dave's shirt is the one that has it looking the way it does. It looks great. For those that haven't seen it, I think we got some pictures and stuff, but looks great, and it is working great too. So what's his name? What's the shop? Like, who did the work on this car to make it what it is right now?
Bob Tynan at Tynan Race Cars. He's up in Missouri, Oak Grove, Missouri. Actually, 3 miles from Larry Larson's shop. Bob used to work for Larson. Not sure what happened. Actually, it's not my place to discuss what happened, but Bob left, opened up his own shop, and is doing his own thing now. And the guy is talented. He's from New Zealand. He comes from a family of chassis shops over in New Zealand. So he's very smart. Everybody's seen the video I put up with a little tranny mount thing in my car. Just stuff like that. He's like 2 or 3 steps ahead of everything, and he makes the car easy to work on. And my crew guy, Jason Wheeler, loves that fact because Jason will actually text him and say, hey, I may need to do this alone. You think you can modify something to make it work? And Bob will do it for him. So, he's talented. The car works great. We've tested it. The car, I think Tom's got some videos in there. but the car is working amazingly, and it's hauling ass. Like we was actually at the track today this morning with it, and I'm trying to slow it down because newsflash, the 405 show is still up and going, and we start filming that Friday. So I'm not sure the direction it's going because Chief said the list was gone. So I can't touch base on that because I'm not quite sure where that's going. But we was at track today. We tried to slow it down, and we tore some stuff up. So of course it's going to be one of those last minute mad thrashes to get it back together so I can make filming Friday night with it.
Yeah,
you know how
man.
that goes,
Dude. I found that if I like have I think I have my shit together, I'm like, man, I can go to bed early tonight, wake up refreshed, show up to list race night and be good. Those are the worst nights ever. Everything possible goes wrong on list race night when it's like that. But I found that when you thrash and you stay up till 7 in the morning and then wake up at 11 and start driving to go race, like I've found that those are, rewarding, and you actually do really well. I don't know. It's crazy. It's backwards. I don't know. But yeah, man, I'm with you on the mad thrash for this stuff. That's just racing in general. You know what I mean? Like that's just how it is. But you said we got some videos, and do we have pictures and videos or just videos?
I don't think anybody's seen pictures of the car after it was done, the whole wiring and all that stuff. But Tom has those pictures. That's your cue, Tom. Go ahead.
Yeah, Tom, go ahead. Tom. That thing looks good, dude. Looks good. I feel like it went pretty fast.
That thing's crazy. That's it.
I come up with my own.
I come up with my own theory on that whole deal, and we went 198 mile an hour with the twin turbos. Went 4.0 at 198, and it would do it over and over, but it just wouldn't go any faster. Like it'd go 4.0 to 14s, but it still had 198 mile an hour. Like it just wouldn't go no more mile an hour. So this thing. The Pro Chargers get it early. The 60-foot way better. The 330s way better. They just don't have the mile an hour. And I think that's it. Like I think I need to get really busy with the car in the first 330 foot, and then it's a brick going down through there. It's just pushing a lot of air, and it just can't do it. So I think the mile an hour is going to cap at 198, 199. I don't think it'll go any faster, but if I can get to the 330 faster, I can ET a lot better. And it has. It's ran off into the threes, and it's been, below, sub ones in the 60 foot. Like it's moving.
Yeah. Man, that is, Pro Charger in general has come a long ways, dude. Like, I don't know what's happened in the past couple of years, but everybody is going Pro Charged, right? So you went back Pro Charged. Ryan Martin's new car and the red car is Pro Charged now.
Yes.
Like, what is going on? I thought turbos were the business and where you wanted to be, and apparently they're not. Like, what's changed? Do you know? Like, is it just technology or what?
I'm sure technology has a lot to do with it, and Pro Charger had that bad rep for a long time, and they either fixed it or something has changed, and like they're kicking ass. They win a lot of races. Pro Line, they slapped them on the Hemis. They're out there setting records. They're hauling ass. The biggest thing changed for me was Nebraska. And I'll be honest, you know, JJ bought a car that was pro charged from Larry Roach, X-Man. And then you got X-Man himself. Both those cars are pro charged. Larry ain't street raced with us ever. He's never been on a series or a show. He's never been on the street. And that man does fairly good. And I chalk it all up to the car. So that was my biggest thing in Nebraska. I'm like, you know what? I'm going back pro charger. They got it figured out. They're not breaking. They're easy to manage. If you control the crankshaft, you control the blower. Like, it's that easy. With turbos, you know, turbos, you got to control the turbos, the wastegates, and if you pull too much time out, it pisses everything off. And it was just a struggle for us up there on a not so great road. Yeah. Turbos are good for setting some records every once in a while, but this pro charger thing, they're out there winning races.
Man, you're absolutely right. Like, it's just, if you really sit back and look at the fast guys that have switched to pro charger, and it's like, man, that, you know, they know something, and the results and how fast they're going and winning the races, like, it shows, you know. So, man, I don't know. I've never known anything but turbos. So if I ever switched, I wouldn't know what I was doing even more than I don't know now. So can't do that.
Yeah, but you would though. You would though. Like, if you got the turbo thing figured out, man, pro charger just falls in there, man. I swear, it's way easier, way simpler.
So what you're saying is I have the hardest combo right now to figure out. Okay. Or is nitrous?
Yeah.
I think actually small block nitrous is probably the hardest, because I think those blow up all the time. But
well, that just comes with it though. That, like, you know, you're gonna blow it up. There's nothing to figure out. They're gonna blow up.
Yeah, just a matter of when, right? Yeah.
That's right.
No, man, but I think there's some pictures of your car too. Tom, can we get the pictures real quick?
No, man, we don't have any pictures.
You didn't load any pictures? Ah,
good job.
Dave, you didn't send no pictures.
I think I just got videos.
Yeah,
I'll check.
All right, you have any more videos? What other videos do you have?
Just track probably. No, different one. They all look the same because they all haul ass.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that thing's fast, dude. That thing's going fast. Yeah. And I'm happy for you.
You see the man over there sitting on the wall, Steve Petty. I mean, everybody can bust on me all they want about having Steve Petty tune it, but that man is the smartest tuner in the nation. He knows that combination. He knows turbos. He knows pro. He knows it all, and you're money ahead. Like, what it costs to have Steve come out and tune it, I'll go beat my head against the wall at 10 different tracks, renting tracks and tires and fuel, and you spend, you know, $10,000 chasing that thing around trying to figure it out. Or you can pay Steve Petty, fly him in there, let him tune that thing, and you're done.
Yeah, I mean, Steve Petty's the best in the business. Like,
absolutely,
there's no, you know, I mean, he's just seen every single combination there is known to man, and I'm sure he's got like it programmed in his head, like what, I don't know. That man's just been around the block a time or two. So you're right. He's the best of the best. And in the long run, he may be really expensive. I don't know his prices. I'm just guessing. You pay for the skill set, so I'm guessing it's not cheap. But the money that you do pay him saves you in the long run. It saves you from beating your head against the wall, blowing stuff up, pass after pass after pass, just beating the living shit out of your car. You don't have to do. You know what I mean? So I think that was a smart move on your part. You know what I mean? So.
Oh, 100%. I'll do it every time I can. Like Steve Petty or Jamie Miller, any of those guys, they're all smart as hell. And you're just money ahead getting those guys in there to tune the thing. And when they leave, it's not a starting point. Like, you're done. So.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
I get it. So, is your car legal for NoPrep Kings?
100% legal. Still factory wheelbase. I guess it's plus or minus 3. Mine is plus 2 from factory. Yeah, it's still steel roof, steel quarter. Still got the VIN. Yeah, looks stock apparent to me. The wings are the right size. Just everything's right. We just need NoPrep Kings to come around.
Man, I keep hearing that NoPrep Kings is coming back this year. I don't know if you heard the same thing. I think I heard June. If you've heard something different, I think I heard June is when we're going to start. But, that may change. But I know they want to do it. I know they want to finish it. We'll see. Because you're right. I'm ready. I'm ready to go back and do that too. It's a fun event. It's a lot of fun and a lot of money for you guys to win. I mean, that's up for grabs. And plus you can really let your car, stick its tongue out and do its thing and really get, busy with it. So that's cool too. But
us Pro Charger cars, we got to do something at NoPrep Kings. Like, I know there's a lot of Pro Charger cars now, and a lot of these guys are going to come out there and they're just going to let it all hang out. And,
man, I feel like Pro Charger, didn't have a great representation kind of in the past with NoPrep Kings. There wasn't a lot of cars, first of all, and the ones that were there, had problems and just didn't really do what they needed to do to show results, right? So it's going to be good to see all these new cars that are Pro Charged really make a statement, because I think they will. But with that being said,
hopefully Ryan will come out there and make a big statement, because they'll be giving Ryan lead trophies, and everybody else that has a Pro Charger, they'll be giving them lead trophies too.
Yeah, man. Ryan's a smart dude. He switched for a reason, both cars. So he knows something. You know something. Like, those cars are going to be hard to beat. I already know. Like, it's just going to be tough. The other people with other combos are going to have their work cut out for them. So I hate to say it.
I'm trying to talk Murder Nova to fucking. I'm trying to talk Sean into making that change.
I was just about to say, like, I feel like the turbo cars are like the third combo now, because let's face it, Kai and Lizzie have those nitrous cars flying, dude. Those cars are going fast. And then, the Pro Charge cars aren't going to be slow. So then it's like the twin turbo combinations, I hope, are not, in the back of the pack, but the way it's looking, they very well could be. And that's
Sean's got that small block.
Why do you keep doing that? What does this mean? What do you mean small block? Sean, I know you're on there, Sean. I feel like he's taking shots at you.
I see him in there. So
yeah, he's in there. Small block. What's up with that? Man,
it's small to compared to some, compared to like a old 350 with some double hump heads,
Yeah, that's what she said. Yeah.
Hey,
whoa. Yeah, whoa. All right, so you're legal for NoPrep Kings, which is good. Which is going to lead me into my next little statement here about NoPrep Kings, and actually NoPrep in general. Dave, I got to ask you a question.
What?
You been? Well, I need to know. I need to know if you have been to a little website called NoPrep.com. Have you checked it out? Have you been there? Come on, tell me you have.
Man, I have.
I know you have.
I'm on there looking.
NoPrep.com.
I'm looking.
NoPrep.com is, and I keep pushing this, but they are like the place for no prep races as far as the scheduling. Like, if you're wondering if there's a no prep race this weekend, you go to NoPrep.com, check it out. The schedule's on there. They'll tell you if there's a no prep race this weekend in your area. And you know what? We may or may not be in your area at this no prep race. So you really need to follow the schedule. And they have driver profiles. I think Daddy Dave's on there. They also have shirts. Look at that. There's the white No Prep Racing shirt. They've got hoodies. They got hats. And they got all kinds of stuff. See, look at that. I mean, it's a little hot now for hoodies here, but you know what? In the wintertime, you're going to need that. And I'm pretty sure I saw Dave wearing one of those this past year. I think he was wearing one of those badass hoodies. But anyways, NoPrep.com, guys. Y'all need to check it out. Seriously. It's got all the information you can possibly need. So check it out. Dave, I'm hearing another rumor. I feel like these rumors are flying in this trailer like crazy. Are you guys...
They just follow you around, Boosted, I swear.
They do. I've seen some other good ones in the comment section too. But
I see them.
I heard that y'all may or may not be filming the OG show again. I think you said something about it, but you're going to film the OG show. So you really left out one part is when are y'all going to start filming? Is this something later in the year or is it anytime soon? Like when are y'all going to come back to that? I'm trying to circle back around.
What's today? Tuesday?
Today?
Wednesday,
Well, hey,
Thursday,
yeah,
Friday.
Tuesday.
3 days, boosted 3 days.
3 days. 3 days
Friday,
or 3 weeks?
Friday night will be our first filming for the OG 405 show. Saturday night will be the second filming for the OG 405 show. It's going to be a brutal schedule over the next few weeks. The production wants to get a season of the 405 show done, so we can roll into either NoPrep Kings or possibly maybe another America's List, maybe.
Nice. I'm just kind of wondering what y'all are going to do. I feel like y'all may like raise some out of town people or something. I don't know. I mean, since the list is no more, like what could they possibly do? You know what I mean? So that'd be cool. Well, I'll be sure to pay attention and see what's going on with that. That'll be a good time.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what direction they're going to go. What? Why are you yelling at me?
No, go ahead. I'll let you finish.
I said, I don't know what direction they're going to go in with the list being gone. But yes, the rumor is there's some out-of-towners coming, and we'll be traveling to a few of them also out-of-state races. I know that'll be done, but as far as the rest of it, not sure what direction it's going to go in.
I heard y'all are racing Hawaii, and y'all are going there.
Oh, don't tease me. Please don't tease me.
All right, maybe I didn't hear that.
Damn it.
Guess what, Dave? Guess what?
Go ahead.
Say what?
What?
Dude,
what boosted?
It's running. It is running. And you don't believe me. I can see it in your eye. You don't believe me, and I've brought proof. Tom, roll the video because I have proof. That's a burnout, Tom. That's my burnout. Look at that. So the first thing you do when you get off a dyno is you do a burnout in front of the dyno shop. By the way, there was houses immediately to my right as I did my lovely burnout. But I also have a dyno video. Let's see the dyno video.
Is that the one where you're sitting in the cockpit?
Yes, sir. This is on a dyno for those that are wondering where I'm at.
Very nice. Very nice.
So, 8,300 as a small block. What do you get? Yeah, go ahead and guess.
It's still got a small block in it with twins.
No, it ain't twins. It's a single.
Oh,
look, can't you see it right there? Right there. See the little guy right there.
Gotcha. How big is that, or how little is that single?
You're asking confidential information now. If anyone's asking, it's an 88. It's always an 88. It does not get any bigger than.
What fuel is in it?
M1.
Oof. So you're north of 2,000.
I mean, you may be right, but you may be wrong. I don't know. Okay. I will tell you.
I'm gonna say you're north of 2,000.
I'm going to tell you this. Tom, show the picture of the engine. So there's the engine.
Nice.
So it does have a set of the BVI X1 heads, which are a billet small block Ford head. There's the engine right there out of the car. So, Dave, those are solid heads. So for those that are wondering what the hell that means, Basically, the heads have no cooling passages. All the cooling's done through the block. But what that allows us to do is run a shit ton more boost because you don't have to worry about cracking into the cooling passages. So, Dave, would you like to change your guess knowing that it has a set of solid billet heads on it?
Way north of 2000?
You know what? You may be right. You may be wrong. You got to remember we were on a Mustang dyno, which means you have to battle the whole spinning thing where it likes to spin the tires on the dyno. So you got to factor that in. But again, all good guesses. All good guesses, Dave. You were
28 something.
No, this car would break in half if it made that much horsepower. There's no way. But anyways, I was just showing you for proof because I could see it in your eye that you did not believe me that it was running. So it runs.
That makes me happy. You know, that car holds a special spot right here because I believe it was that car that I fucked up in the very first cash days. That was one.
Oh, all right. That's right. But it has fucked you up too. So it should have a special place, not here, but a little bit further down is where it should be the special place.
Both.
Yeah.
Both.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Both. I love that car. And the whole video, the street car video, that was a huge hit on the internet. That was amazing. The do-rag, the street car.
Yeah, doing roll races down the highway. Yeah, it was a good time. I'm wondering, though, and so is the chat. The comment section is wondering, when is Dave Comstock going to get a small tire car?
I assure you that the first, man, I'm going to regret saying this. The first glimpse of the show headed in that direction, the first chance I need a small tire car, I promise you I will have one.
Everybody needs a small tire car, so there you go.
I've been there, and I've put small tires on my car before, and it was a blast. And not saying I wouldn't do it again, but I'll probably just go get a different small tire car.
Got it. Makes sense, man. There's some fast ones out there for sale right now, so just go on ahead and scan that plastic, do your thing, get you another one. You know what? Just get you another one. Get you another car. That's what you need in your life is another car.
I got the S10, like my daily. I could actually do that one because I have another daily. You've seen it, the white Ford single cab deal.
Oh, yeah. That's a badass truck.
But I can take my S10 and turn it into something small tire.
You should do it.
Let's see.
Have my approval.
I know.
You have my approval.
Of course, that's what everybody's saying on the chat. The S10, the S10, the S10.
Yeah. Huh. Well, Dave, we're getting near the end now. Tell me, if I wanted to buy a Daddy Dave shirt, where would I go do that?
Don't do that to me right now, Boosted.
You don't know where to buy your own shirt from? What the fuck?
I do know where to buy them.
Then tell the people. They want to know.
Well, here's the problem. I bought my wife a restaurant in New York.
Yeah.
And it is the season. Like, she just flew up last week to get everything ready to get it open up this Friday. So it's just me and the 16-year-old, she does school and softball and she does all that stuff. So there's literally nobody here to ship one, even if I did put it out there for everybody to buy one.
So what you're saying is the orders would take a while. Dude, I'm going to be completely honest with you right now. Like, I just sent out all my orders finally. Had some issues, but there were some in there that were like over a month behind. Like, dude, I don't know. Like, I was just slow on sending some of them out. You know, it just happens. But
people get mad at you when you do that too.
They were really, really upset. Really upset about it.
So I'd rather not piss a bunch of people off. You know, if I tell them where to order them, I mean, everybody knows Daddy Dave 405 is where your wife is, and she is away. Again.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, since I've got some new stuff here, I'm going to show people. Look, I got me new hats. Look at that. Got the nice logo on them. BoostedGT.com. Yeah. I got these little guys, little cars. Look, hey, it looks the same. See? Hang on. Whoop. Look at that. Almost the same.
Identical.
Looks just
identical.
like it. Identical. And then I've got, hang on, got new shirts. There's the front. There's the back. There's the back right there. All right. BoostedGT.com is where you find all of my lovely stuff. And you know what? I'll ship it out like Dave won't. Dave won't ship his stuff out right now because he's too busy. Dominator, why are you joining every 2 seconds? I keep seeing Dominator is watching. Dominator is watching. Dominator is watching. Dominator.
Joe,
leave the video
you got to
up.
realize Joe lives way out. Like they have to pipe in reception to Joe's house.
Okay. So he's just disconnecting and
somewhere.
reconnecting. Look at this.
Probably.
He's clogging the chat up with his joining. It's a comment and then Dominator's watching. Yep, he's back watching again. There he is. Fuck. All right. Well, guys, gents, followers, this digital discussion is closing. Dave, any last comments or concerns or critiques?
No, I just hope we have a better showing season than we did in, America's List. I'm not going to say it was horrible. It wasn't our best, but we got the new combination, and I think we went in the right direction, and we're going to find out Friday night for sure.
Well, man, good luck. I wish the best. I hope you get it fixed up and going, and, man, keep kicking ass. Be safe. That road's tricky.
Thank you, always. Oh, yeah.
Got a big bump.
Always.
All right, man. Well, that's it. I'm out. I'm going to walk out here and make a hit. I'll see y'all later.